This is Aparna. Today I am discussing about and explaining about the topic system internals and operating systems. Introduction to the system internals. A computer consists of a basic components and key components such as CPU, memory, and I/O devices. The CPU consists of an ALU and all these things. Hardware components such as HDDs and STDs, their impact on the system performance. CPU discuss about this and which is known as central processing unit. Its role in executing instructions, and there are RAM, ROM, and all these things in the computer internal system. These are all hardware components. These are the storage devices and all the parts that are available and that are showcased in the computer systems. What is meant by operating system? Operating system functions are resource management and process management and memory management. What is meant by resource management, process management, and memory management? Explains resource management means explain how is the OS is working about. These operating system types are real-time OS and embedded OS. Single user or multi-user systems are there. Real-time OS explains about the characteristics and applications of real-time operating systems. Differentiate between single user and multi-user operating systems comes under single or multi-user systems. Operating system services are file management and security and protection and network systems. Examining the file system and gets into the system, and it will goes under into the programming and moves and comes out as an output for us. And networking explore the networking capabilities and services offered by operating systems for communications, and all these things comes under the networking systems. And file management systems and security and protection systems will be managed under the OS, means nothing but operating systems. What is meant by debugging? Debugging is to solve or know what is the error in our code and all these things. Common debugging techniques are code review, use of debugging tools, unit testing. Code review means thoroughly examine the code for local errors and ineffectiveness. Use of debugging tools like debuggers and all these identifying issues and all. Unit testing, test the code repeatedly and rigorously. Whatever we want, we can solve the problem by using the CS50 dog decker dog debugger and all these debugging techniques comes to solve the best effective debugging way. Best practices for effective debugging are strategic print statements. How we can debug a program in CS50.dev. Let's go into the CS50.dev, and here there are hello.c and some.c2 files, .c programs. Now let's go on under into the hello.c program. Here, after writing the code, I have executed in the terminal by typing make hello. It is showing that 2 errors have been detected and generated. I don't know what the errors have been. So to help to know what is the error in that, I am typing that help 50 make hello. For help, it is showing that include studio.h has been missing, way in which printf has to be declared. For help, the dog decker, it is showing semicolon is missing at the end of the line 4, that is after print hello print statement. After that make hello has been done, it gives a new hello file in the source terminal files displays inside. After that, execution of the file has been placed. Now I am going into the another file, some.c, for execution of a new another C program code. Here I have been written a C program code of adding 2 numbers written already. I am executing another debugging process by using help of the C50 dog debugger, which is present in the C50.dev. I have written the code. Have been generated. I don't know what is it. So for that I have been using the C50.dev Doug debugger. Said that what is undeclared identifier, it is giving as one error as undeclared identifier. An undeclared identifier error occurs when you try to use a variable or function in your code that hasn't been declared. So I have to declare my variables. So I have been declared my variables, and another error is a semicolon and ampersand is missing before the num2 variable in scanf statement. So it is this C50 debugger is showing all my errors. I'm typing help 50 make sum. So be sure to use the format code, and for strings line 7 in some. So ampersand is missing. It is showing that ampersand is missing before in the scanf statement before num2 variable. So I have been placing that and recorrecting my code, and after that I am executing my code as again with the command make sum. Make sum. After typing the make sum, the code has been run successfully, and another sum file has been come under this. So dot slash back and sum gives the successful code. Comparison stages and steps are a source code will convert into and goes into the preprocessor and assembler and compiler and comes out as an executive. Sum.c or hello.c program C code file. clang space slash save slash stems hello.c of our program file, and entering it will shows that dot a dot out hello dot bc hello dot c hello dot I hello dot o hello dot s, and all these programs is what we have written in the file in the VS Code or something. Hello dot I will goes to hello dot s, which is known as assembly code or assembly language code. Hello dot s will goes into a dot out. A dot out means it is an output executive file which comes under hello dot s will be the this assembly code. It will be open under hex editor. In most of the cases, hex editor file, objective file. A dot out will be the output of our file. It will also be opened under in hex editor configuration. C compiling process will be source code, which is our .c file will goes into the preprocessor, which is will be an extended source code, and compiler which changes into the assembly code to the objective file .o, and libraries. All the similarity. So now compiling process means source code will goes into compiler and assembly code into the linker, and it